Alright, so this is going to be a video on how to change the transmission lines on a Ram 1500. So we're going to be doing it on a 2012. So this should be the same for all the 5-speed and 6-speed trucks. So basically like around 2015, depending what transmission you have. If you have the 8-speed transmission, it might be a little different. Don't take my word for it being the same basically, but first off, I'll show you what the transmission lines look like. So got the new Dorman set right here. So you can see I'll lay them on the ground. So it goes from the transmission, 2 points there, comes down around, hooks onto the engine oil pan right there. Then it comes back up and straight into the cooler lines. So what we're looking at here is, so the top 2 points, if you look at the side of your radiator there, you'll see down in the back those 2 lines right there that run down. So those are your transmission lines. So it'll be the same style connection on both ends. It's just a male and a female. So this end you'll have the male connection. So, or sorry, this is the female. So you just want to go ahead on both the lines here. You want to slide this plastic piece back. It'll be a little harder to get off, but slide that back. And then on the bottom one too, you can see right there. Slide that back, and then what you need is just like a little pick, or like what I'm using is just like a little flathead screwdriver. And if you look closely, you'll see the end of the spring is right there, and you can see that little nub sticking up. So if you stick your screwdriver right there and just push forward, there you can see it popped up right there. Then you can go ahead, just be careful you don't launch it somewhere and lose it. I don't know if the new lines come with a pin or not, but I usually like to save these. But once you get that one set off, just take it off real gentle. You can see right there the shape is like, so you just lift one side nicely and just pull it out. And then you go ahead, do the same thing for the bottom line right under there. It might be a little harder because it's underneath, but you can get that done. And then we'll head over to the bottom side, disconnect the transmission, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to pull them out. Just a quick note, once you pull those pins out of these lines, don't take the lines off yet. Just wait till you disconnect the bottom, because once you disconnect these, you're going to have tranny fluid pouring. Not pouring, but it's going to be dripping out. So it's best to just pull the pins, leave them like that. Yeah, once you left them, you want to get under the passenger side. And on the side of the tranny here, just below the exhaust, you'll see these 2 lines. And it's the same situation here, we're just using a different end. So you just want to go ahead, pop these little plastic covers up. A little difficult doing it with one hand, but yeah, you just slide them back. And then it's the exact same thing as the top. We're just going to go ahead, find that little metal pin here. It's a little dirty so you can't see, but it's just in that lip there. We're just going to dig that out, pull those pins, and then show you what to do next. So you find that little groove, slot it in, push back. Should be able to stick that up there. There you go. And then come through the side. Pull that down. And then you're good. Boom. Alright, so once you get the top and bottoms pulled, what you want to do is come to the top here and slide these hoses down and off. And then once you get those, you can just chuck our rag on these hoses here in case they're dripping a little bit. And then we'll go to the bottom and we'll pop this little pin here. So this pin just slides up onto the oil pan bolt. It's pretty easy to get to. This truck, somebody has messed with it already, so it's not there. But if you look up by your oil pan, or sorry, your oil filter, the transmission lines are right there, and there'll be a little clip that just pops onto that bolt. You literally just shove the screwdriver in between and push it down. Comes right out. That's what I was talking about. Just pop those off real nice, and then just throw a rag underneath because they're gonna drip a little bit, but like nothing crazy. The faster you get those new lines in, the less oil you'll leak. All right, so to remove it, what I'm gonna try and do is, you can see the 2 lines just chilling down there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna push these through below the radiator hose, just through that crack there, and then I'm gonna see if I can pull them straight forward under the radiator. Alright, so we slid it out. It was super easy. I didn't show you guys, but you'll have to take my word for it. Once you just stick those rubber hoses underneath that rad line right there, you just rotate it downwards, and you just slightly rotate the hose just to get it through the kinks. And how I ended up getting it out was it ended up coming out to the side over here. So those end pieces were still over by the oil pan, and I just rotated this end towards the driver's side and kind of came out on an angle at the end. But now it'll just be a reverse of the install. It should be pretty straightforward. If I have any issues, I'll make a video on it. But at this point, probably just gonna end the video. If this was helpful, please drop a like, subscribe. I know there's not many tutorials out there on these trucks that are actually helpful, so I'm trying to cover more and more. This is my buddy's truck, but I got my truck out there. If you guys want to see more videos on it, let me know. But yeah, thanks. And that's that. Pretty easy install all in all. Probably only takes like 30 minutes. Just gotta top up a little bit of fluid, but probably only like 100 mils.